I didn't realize I was just hiding from myself until I saw how unsafe I actually felt inside of me. In this video, I will share more about why it is so valuable to explore these themes. And I will do this from out of the inner source perspective. So what is vulnerability? Vulnerability for me is being aligned in the moment with yourself, with what you think, what you feel, and how you live it. So that is like the deeper meaning of vulnerability. And it's actually also very pure. But vulnerability is one of the ways out when we are damaged in our true self. Because when we are damaged, we created a lot of fear around being vulnerable. And this is like a snowball effect that is trying to protect you, but is keeping you away of your true self. So I made a schedule for this. Here we have the vulnerability. Here's your true self, and under it is, by the first moment we make contact with it, it opened the gate of a lot of fear. And it's a very beautiful gate, because this gate shows us actually where we can start healing our own process. But first we have to see it, and it's not always, it's not a very happy moment to see the first things, but it's also very good to be aware of, hey, this is something that I need to face and see and look at it and start acting differently, because I really want to go back to my true self. So the fear, a lot of fear are connected to rejection or judgment or pain, physical pain or emotional pain. So fear is just the main word, but there are a lot of different emotions connected to this. And they are all, they were all, if we look under it, they're all part of old patterns of moments that we didn't feel safe. So you see it. It's like a very big layer, and there are a lot of patterns under it, and you can see it. You have patterns in this life and patterns from other lives. And you see, sometimes it's bigger, sometimes it's less bigger, but they're all connected to this same fear. And in this line, there are many stories to that want to be seen by you. So if we go into the stories, it's like a gate, and then we come here, and you see there are moments we felt joy and happiness and enthusiastic and a lot of passion, and by having a lot of the moments of not feeling safe, we start building a wall. So a lot of situations create a lot of bricks, a lot of, a bigger wall, and it can be completely around you. And because of that wall, you cannot reach these kind of feelings. So you block yourself from your positive feelings, and instead other emotions shows up. And those are the emotions of control or frustration, irritation or anger. And they are there to protect you. So they are not there to bug you or bother you. They are there because you have so many bricks inside of you, in front of your happy feelings, that they are there as a shield to be there until you are ready to to open the gate, to see what is under there. Now the good thing is, you don't have to hear every story This line is actually an energy line. It is an energy line of the old pattern of fear. So when you go into this topic and we make contact with this line, we have the opportunity together to clean this line. So to clean many stories at the same time. To go down and break down the wall and to talk with your control part or with your frustration part or irritation or anger. And they can share their message, what you need to do in your vulnerability to come back to your true self. Maybe you recognize this, that when you go enter a room, that you need more and more control to feel safe before you really have an open conversation about who you, what you feel and what you really feel or you really want to express. So for me, as a short example in this, I'm very sensitive. So when I enter a room, I am very aware of the energy that is hanging in the area. So I'm very sensitive of the energy of the conversation that was just happening in the room. And even when I'm not in that room, I still feel like the echoes in that area hanging, and it doesn't give me a safe feeling. It can be really coming to my field, so I don't feel safe at that moment. So that is for me my challenge to deal with this. So do you recognize something of this? Do you have a moment where you feel unsafe? And more important, what do you do in a moment like this? But how to break this cycle? We are here stuck in the cycle. The first thing is to bring more consciousness in your awareness. In your awareness of the moment that this behavior happens. That's step number one. And what helps is to start looking back at a moment that you feel I'm not happy about what happened with my own behavior. And you can look from out of this position to see, okay, what did I actually do? And what do I feel after it? Because just by looking at a moment that already happened can bring a lot of information up of old patterns that are stuck in your system. So that's really step one. Step now is being aware in the moment that it is happening. So when you are in a situation and you feel you start to be in control, or you feel you are judging or being in fear or in anger, just be aware it is, because the awareness is opening information for you, even if you're still doing the same thing. So don't judge yourself by, I didn't do it right now. I see I do it, but I'm still doing it. Don't do it. Because it's a very important step to be aware in the moment that it is happening. And for now, I have a very important next step in this. Don't judge yourself. And when you are in a new moment and you feel that your behavior of control or anger or frustration or fear is coming up, put your hand on your heart and just breathe. Do nothing. Just observe. Be in the now. And the now is where the healing starts. And by following these 3 first steps, You create an opening to start acting differently, and you give opportunity back to open your vulnerability in the moment. So what part of yourself do you find hardest to show? In a lot of our videos we share a lot of the processes we are in, and to give an example to people that it is okay to be in a process, and tell people about it and show your vulnerability.